Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Excelcast. I'm your host, Joe Parker. And today I'm going to be going over 4 principles that I used in order to unlock and master my path to success. So, as some of you know, I lost 125 pounds in 6 months. And not only did I have to gain the proper mindset in order to get to that point, but I also had to set goals. I also had to develop the skill within the gym and in my mindset. And I also had to, focus on my personal well-being as well. So the 4 pillars that we're going to be going over today is mindset mastery, skill development, goal setting and execution, and personal well-being. So for the first segment, it's mindset mastery, right? So you have to fixate in your mind and hold in your mind that you want to achieve whatever you're going to set as your goal or the skill that you're going to develop. That first has to be made up. And there's 3 specific parts to this mindset mastery. One is figuring out what your why is. So why am I doing this? Because if you say, I'm going to do this for me, yeah, that's a good place to start. However, after a short period of time, you may die down a little bit because there's not another intrinsic motivation for you to get that done. 2 is you need to fixate in your mind a time frame. Time frame is huge. Like, I'm going to do this within 6 months. I'm going to do this within a year. Give yourself that set time frame so that way your mind fixates on, okay, I only have this much time in order to get that done. I'm actually reading a book right now called, took a break from it. I'm reading Make Your Bed, but I was reading a book called The 12-Week Year, and they talk about how if you just set your year up, like 12-week goals up, you'll actually produce more results faster because you're not focusing on, I have an entire year. You're focusing on, hey, you only got 12 weeks to get this done. And you become more productive that way because it sets a sense of urgency within you that progresses you forward in a way that, if you have a bunch of time, it's just not going to work out like that. And 3 is a sense of urgency. So with that time frame comes a sense of urgency, and that also is the want to do that, right? So you have that why, you have the time frame, and then you have the want to do that. And once you have all those three things lined up, you'll be able to keep pushing forward, and it'll set you up for success. And part 2, skill development. Right. So skill development is huge. They say that even, in my experience anyway, in my experience, I've noticed that it's a skill to want to keep moving forward. It's a skill to be consistent. It's a skill to be disciplined. It's a skill to set a schedule. You say that all these things, they're not schedules or they're not skill sets. Sorry. But setting a schedule, setting it properly and setting it so it optimizes you and it doesn't burn you out, that's a skill set. And you need to understand yourself and understand the good things about you and the bad things about you in order to set a proper schedule and set proper goals. Part 3 is goal setting and execution, right? So like I had mentioned earlier, you have the mindset that you have a specific time frame to get this done. That creates that sense of urgency. Now, with goal setting and execution, you break it down, right? So like you have your goal, right? In 6 months, I want this. So how week by week do I put actions into place in order to achieve this specific goal? So that may look like, hey, I want to achieve $100,000 by the end of the year in my business. How many dollars a week do you need? How many dollars a day do you need? You may even go so far as to go, how much do I need to get paid per hour? And how many hours do I have to work in order to achieve this goal? Now, some people do it by hourly. Some people do it by client base too. If you have a client-based business, or customer-based business, how many customers, how many clients? What's the average sale I need to achieve? How many sales do I need of that average sale in order to achieve this goal? So being able to break that down, you set yourself up for proper advertising, proper communication with clients, and you also don't overload yourself, right? So if you want $100,000, you go, hey, I need this many clients at this rate, at this much an hour. You're not pushing it to a point where you get to 50,000 and you're like, wow, I'm burnt out, but you're only at the 3-month mark, but you're burnt out because you compressed it all in and you didn't focus on part 4, which part 4 is your personal well-being. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when I was going through this whole weight loss thing, I did not at all stress personal well-being at all. I actually threw my personal well-being to the side because I was really focused on achieving this goal. So personal well-being is important though, because it creates longevity. It's sustainable. When you put yourself first, it helps you, because not only are you doing better and doing good for yourself, but you also have that little bit of a break. Today, it's Sunday. I actually did not go to the gym today at all. I've been going since I moved down to Florida. That's another thing. I moved down to Florida. I don't think I mentioned that at all. Big step, big change. It's my new room now. Living with my uncle. But you need to focus on that personal well-being. I've gone to the gym every single day since I've been down here, and I haven't taken any time for myself. Today was the first day that I took time for myself, and I got a lot of stuff out. I went to church for the first time in probably 2 months, and it was very revitalizing for me. It was really good for me. I heard the message of the day, which the message was good, and it I don't want to say reborn me, but it gave me a newfound feeling for what I'm doing and why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, I'm just thankful that every day I get to wake up, and every day that I have the opportunity to talk to you guys. And I also have the opportunity to be the best version of myself and keep moving forward, regardless of what stands in my way and what may impact what I'm doing with my life. And as we wrap up today's episode, I just want to say that you guys need to remember that excellence is not a destination, but a journey. And that's the quote that I'm going to leave you guys with. Throughout my life, I've, thought once I get here, and that's what desires are, right? Desires are, once I get here, I will be okay. Once I get here, then I will be okay. And where you're at right now, you have prayed for in the past. You've prayed to be where you're at right now. God has answered those prayers already. And you need to take a moment today to be thankful for where you're at, and be thankful for the place that God has placed you, and for the life he's given you, the people that you've met, the opportunities that you've been given, the blessings that he's bestowed upon you. Because had it not been for him, and had it not been for those prayers, you wouldn't be where you're at right now. And you trusted in him then, and you can trust in him now. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is trust God with all of the seeds that you've planted recently, and all of the opportunities that you thought you missed. You didn't miss those opportunities. God is gearing up to give you something even better. So keep your head up. Keep moving forward. Keep doing what you know you should be doing on a daily basis. Keep working on yourself. Keep being kind to people. And as always, stay blessed and excel. Hey guys, thank you for listening to the Excel Cast. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you if you've been on this journey so far, or if you're someone new that's listening. Thank you for your time and energy toward the podcast and listening to what I have to say. I want to let you guys know that we are on Instagram at excelcast_. We are on TikTok at excelcast. We're also available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube, as well as any other app that you can get your podcasts from. And if you guys liked the episode today, leave a review, leave a comment. I appreciate any kind of feedback or anything that you guys have to say. And as always, stay blessed and excel.